So if we go back to the PowerPoint, hyaline cartilage is on the end of every bone. It's the padding at any joint. So it has chondrocytes in little cavities called lacunae, and the matrix is secreted by these chondrocytes. These chondrocytes divide and grow, but hyaline cartilage doesn't have any blood vessels. That's why when you injure your knee, it takes so long to repair to finish. Elastic cartilage is found in your ear, and it's just like hyaline cartilage. It has chondrocytes in little cavities, and it has elastic fibers in the matrix. So fibers, elastic fibers in this matrix, which is secreted as a liquid gel by the chondrocytes. Fibrocartilage is found in between the vertebra, and it has collagen fibers in the matrix, a large collection of collagen fibers. Okay, bone. So there's collagen fibers in bones, there's calcium salts. We'll talk what canaliculi are in a moment. And periosteum. Periosteum means around the bone. It's the tissue covering around the bones. Okay, so what does that look like? So if we look at this fibrous layer and cellular layer, the periosteum, all bones are going to have this layer, the outside layer. If you look at compact bone, this is a cross section. So in the middle is the central canal where blood vessels and nerves are. So bone is a living, growing tissue. Bone is constantly growing and readjusting to weight, hormone level, age, and so on. In these layers, you have osteocytes in a little cavity called lacuna. When the bone was built, these osteocytes build these concentric circles around the central canal where veins, arteries, and nerves move through the bones. These little lines are little canals because for these cells, osteocytes, to get nutrition and to get rid of waste, oxygen and food has to diffuse through these little canals, and CO2 and waste have to diffuse back to get into the veins to get rid of waste and to nourish the osteocytes. So canaliculi are little canals that allow passage of nutrients and waste to get to the osteocytes because bone is a living tissue. Okay, membranes. Your skin is a barrier. It covers and protects the lining of your digestive system, plus a connective tissue protects your gut tissue. So the mucous membranes in the oral cavity and the airways of the lung, serous tissue lines in internal cavities, like the membrane lining the abdominal pelvic cavities, for instance. Also lines the pleural cavity and the pericardial cavity. Cutaneous is your skin, covers your body surface, and dry surface keeps you, waterproofs your body. There's a town in Louisiana called Waterproof. It's up in the northeast border right close to the Mississippi River. I remember seeing a newspaper headline, 2 waterproof residents drowned. I don't know how that's possible. They're waterproof. The synovial lines joints secrete synovial fluid, which lubricates the joints. So synovial joints are knees and elbows. So let's summarize the membranes again. Mucous membrane. These cells secrete mucus. It's found in the digestive tract, in the lungs. Serous membrane lines the body cavities, the abdominal pelvic cavity, the pleural cavity where the lungs are, the pericardial cavity where the heart is located. So mucous membrane is going to secrete mucus, obviously. Serous membrane is going to keep the outer lining of the abdominal pelvic cavity, the pleural cavity, the pericardial cavity is going to keep it moist and allowing movement and reducing friction. All your skin is stratified simple epithelium. All the skin of your body is going to have this tissue, and it's going to be waterproof with a protein called keratin, Keratin. Synovial membrane is the specialized lining that allows synovial joints to move and function. There's fat in there, there's blood vessels, and most joints in the body are synovial. These membrane secretes this synovial fluid, which is a soapy, watery liquid that helps lubricate the joint and helps reduce friction upon movement. Okay, let's stop there, and then we'll start again with muscle. Stop recording. Stop